promise to help each other, celebrate the joys of life, and to console each other.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show.
Later, you know what it is. Hey, ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's turn out we do. Hey.
They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we gone. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we gone. We say that you heard right. 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 Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you in red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make you bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we gone.
Yo, what's cracking, everybody? What is happening? It's your boy Ham Solo here. Say something in the motherfucking chat, please. For me, please. Make sure that you can hear what the fuck I'm trying to say. I need you guys to say something in the chat. Let me know that y'all can hear me. Because I don't want to be sitting here for no half hour talking and don't nobody hear me. And then that one person come through here and say that they can hear me. Or they can't hear me. Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody in the damn chat, let me know. I just got live. This shit has been messing with me as of lately. I don't know if anybody can hear me. Okay. So it said, it's the more beautiful and articulate panel member. We hear you. Thank you, Thegina. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Fuck out of here, Cozy. Out of here with that bullshit. Loke, take your ass back to Africa. We know you in Texas right now. Take your ass back to Africa. What's cracking? Good to see you, Jack. Jack's 82, Poison Maniac. What the fuck were we looking at earlier? Was that you that I was talking to? I don't know. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. I'm going to see real quick. Yeah, it was you that I was talking to. We're going to look at that video. We're 100% going to look at that video with Kendrick Lamar. Like Kendrick Lamar isn't in the video. It was that Andrew Schultz dude came out and said some wild shit about Kendrick Lamar. Man, let me move this. God damn, let me move my camera real quick. God damn, I got to restructure some shit. This ain't looking right. All right, cool. There we go. Now you can see me. Better at least. Not that you want it, but apparently the Gina thinks, you know, I'm a good looking brother, you know. So I appreciate it. Yes, and I'm here for y'all. I am here for y'all. But absolutely, Poison Maniac, that shit was wild. I will be talking about that here in just a little bit. But before I get into anything, I do want to say thank you, everybody, for coming through, checking out the show. You know I like to bullshit. I like to have a good time. I named one of my shows Bullsitting. That's how much I like to bullshit. So you know what it is. Please hit that like button. Share this sucker out. Let other people know that I'm live. I'm carrying and doing the show alone this time, y'all. I'm just kicking it. Hopefully with y'all. Hopefully y'all got something cool to say. I see Poison Maniac down here as well, saying that Andrew dude was sus as shit for that video. Yes, he was. He was. Oh, I'm going to keep it gaming for the most part, brother. Rachie, relax. But Poison Maniac is here. We had a moment on Twitter where we both seen some wild shit, and I'm going to talk about it. I am going to talk about it eventually, but not quite yet. The first thing I want to talk about is what you see to the screen of the right of my of my of my video that you're seeing right here. What's cracking, Big Mad Mo? Fark you. God damn, Fark you. What's cracking, man? Yo, those photos that you sent me that we're going to be sharing on Friday, dope. I'm going to give you guys just one photo to see. But I'm not going to let you guys see all of the photos that Fark you has been sending me, bro. Like, this shit has been hilarious. It has been hilarious. Keep doing the Lord's work over there. But I got to show at least one of the. I'm not going to show my favorite photo until Friday. Like Friday is going to be fantastic. Loke's going to fucking hate it. I can't wait. Oh, man, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. And you said, don't worry, more to come. Love it. Big Mad Mo, I hope you're doing okay. I see you always gaming and shit, so you must be fine. But I hope you're doing fine, brother. Thanks for being here. Remember, as I said just a moment ago, hit that like button, shit. You guys already know the deal and all that stuff, you know. But anyways, the first thing I wanted to talk about, I just got done beating Stalker 2 yesterday. I mean, that was something. I tell you what. If Stalker 2 had good performance, it would be my game of the year. Push all that Ukraine BS and the devs and like I understand that sentiment where people are like, oh, I feel bad, they deserve something. I'm not saying any of that bullshit. I mean, I obviously I'm a human. I care about people being healthy and whatnot, or people, you know, being alive and well. But what I am not gonna care, what I'm not gonna do is pretend that that's an exception that's okay enough for you to win an award that everyone's going out to get, seeing that in particular part, although it is commendable, you're still doing the same work that everybody else has to do, so we have to grade you on that plane, if that makes sense. I hope I'm not being disrespectful to anybody or nothing, but that's the way I think about that. All right. So with that being said, like I said, I'm not trying to give it any graces for that. But bro, like look at what I'm doing right here. I just shot a dude in the head and just let him just fall right down the fucking creek. Like just random situations, being able to kill damn near, if not anybody, like literally, just, you know, I mean, I'm just gonna start a war with I just slept in this base. It was great. I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna start a war. I'm gonna piss somebody off, right? Like for the most part, you can do that in that game. But the problem was, the reason it's not the game of the year for me is for obvious reasons. If you played that game, too many fucking bugs. Too many bugs. And that's where I lean towards okay, you guys were in a war, and that is nuts that you guys even continued on with this project. I understand that there's money involved, and, you know, you're hoping to turn a profit with this and, you know, live better and maybe get the fuck up out of there, or, you know, get you and your family into a more comfortable area, or maybe continue the living that you have been living, just, you know, with the new, you know, shroud and fame of, you know, making a brand new dope game within a crazy time period where you live currently. So, I mean, I that's where I kind of am like lenient with them in the sense of, oh yeah, you went through some shit. I'm not surprised the game isn't absolutely perfect, but I'm not gonna let that slide. And you're just the game of the year. I'm gonna look at that and, you know, fuck it. You know, you had a problem, and you know, they didn't have these problems, and you, you know, prevailed and made a game. You did do that. and you made a damn good game that I am literally going to give second place to this year. I'm going to give it second place. I'm skipping in front of Dragon's Dogma, Space Marine, Hellblade, Pow World, whatever that you can think of. I'm skipping right in front of Dragon Age, all that shit. Bye. You are now behind Stalker 2. The only motherfucker that stands in front of Stalker 2 with a firm grip, because it came out like phenomenal. For me, at least. It worked great for me. I didn't have any problems with it personally. Let me tell you. Metaphor Refantasio. Metaphor Refantasio is the game of the year for your brother Ham Solo right here. I'm telling you that right now. What's cracking? Hassan Terrell, I don't know who you are, but welcome. Please hit that like button. Share the sucker out if you want to, if you're comfortable with that. I know some people don't like putting what they watch and whatever on the social medias. If you can, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe, that'd be dope. Hit the like button. I'd love it. Share it if you want, though. But anyways, back to it. Metaphor to me was just like, it was a new IP. It was written phenomenally. And it worked right. Sure, it pulled a lot of strings from like Persona, Shimigami Tensei, the old, the old games that they made. What's that other one that I'm thinking of? Starts with an S. Something hack. Soul Hackers. Yeah, Soul Hackers as well. So yeah, I mean, I get it. They had a lot of tools on their belt, but so did Stalker. They just had they were just updating. The game's always been this type of rough, crazy gameplay. There's a reason it's called Stalker 2, not just Stalker, right? It's done it before, but I definitely think that they had to do a lot more restructuring than I almost said Persona, the Metaphor. So yeah. But anyways, let me go back to this chat. See you, everybody. So Big Mad Mo out here saying, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Good afternoon, all. Fark you with the what's up to everybody. Ray Cheese saying, I have no cash for Indiana Jones, so I'm playing Infinity Nikki. Ah, man. What happened to Game Pass? You ain't fucking with that? All right, that's fine. That's fine. If you don't rock with Game Pass, that's fine. But I am, and I'm happy I did, because Stalker, this game, Indiana Jones, and Flight Sim. Let's see. That's $210. Fuck no. Absolutely not. No. I would have bought maybe one of them bitches. Not all three. That's why Game Pass is good to me. Fuck what anybody else says, for real. like that's why it's good to me. Because I'm not trying to spend $210 when I could just spend 20, 25, 40. I'll spend 40. 2 months? All these goddamn games, people saying they ain't nothing to play, they out of their minds. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. They're just saying stuff. The frustration is just, it's rampant. They just, they gave up. Logic is gone. So like, for me, it is, I don't know, man. I mean, unless you need to own that shit, like I tell you what, I feel like I need to own Stalker. I'm going to buy that game because I had a great time with it. It ended up being my second favorite game of the year behind the other game that I bought, Metaphor Refantasio, which was Play Anywhere on Xbox, so you could play it on your PC, Xbox, cloud, whatever the fuck. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, moving on. Farky says, I want to start Stalker 2 so bad. Problem is, I'm going to play through the trilogy. I get it. And there's a lot of references from the previous games, and understanding the story and just kind of being more involved in knowing what the hell is happening. Yeah. I mean, I could see why you'd want to do that. I didn't do that shit. I played through about a little over half of the first one. And then I think Metaphor and a few other games. I think it was Astrobot that actually came out first. Shout out to Hassan Terrell saying hi there. Happy PlayStation 30th anniversary and happy holidays. Yeah, yeah, happy 30th anniversary to them. Man, I remember when I got my first original PlayStation. I'll get right back to Stalker in a second. But I remember when I got my first original PlayStation. Of course, it wasn't mine. I mean, I'm 36 years old right now. I'm 36 years old. As you see, it says happy 30th anniversary. So I was 6 years old when that console came out. And so that shit wasn't mine, right? they didn't buy that for me. My stepfather at the time bought that for him and his homies, right? Because they were all about playing like as soon as they bought that when I was 6, I got my Sega Genesis. Okay, so I got the Sega Genesis, right? I'm tapping it. You can't see it right now. I'm tapping it right here. I got Sega Genesis right here when I was 6 years old, right? Not this one in particular, but yeah, that's a console I got. So I mean, I had the Maddens, Road Rash, Toe Jam and Earl, Earthworm Jim, Desert Strike. Let's see, X-Men. Damn, what was that one game? Damn, what Justice League? There was a Justice League game. Superman with long hair. It was wild. He had like long, like blue like hair. Skitchin, Bill Walsh college football. Fuck. Damn. What is the other game that I can't think of right now? The boxing game, not George Foreman boxing. I didn't have that joint. I need to cop that joint. I don't have it though. But what was the other one? Greatest Heavyweight Boxing. Yes, that motherfucker. You could turn your character green. You can have green and fucking orange hair. You can look like fucking bro from Street Fighter. Up in that motherfucker. I mean, you couldn't make his hair look like that, but you can make his body look like that. Is it? He was looking wild. But yeah. So yeah, but yeah, what I was gonna say about that is, yeah, so I had all those Sega games and whatnot, got passed down and whatnot. Some of them I went, to the, store and rented and whatnot. Blockbuster, of course, Hollywood Video, audio visual, yada yada. But eventually I ended up being able to play that place because at first it was a grown folk station. Like the PlayStation was the grown folk station, right? It was pretty much the grown folk station until like 97, like 97, 98. I was, at 98, I'm 10 years old at that point, So like, I mean, I have a 7-year-old daughter, and for me to want to put an Xbox in her room, it's a lot of head scratching going on. Because I'm just like, you can't even keep this motherfucker clean. Like you can't. Like there's certain things that you won't do for yourself if I don't tell you to do it. So why the hell would I give you a $500, $200 worth device under your little Roku TV that I gave you that you don't even take care of the remote for that motherfucker? You don't even know where the remote is right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, why would I want to give you a whole ass system? I could see why stepdad, moms was like, nah, Sega, here you go. And that Sega got beat the hell out of. I tell you that much, man. I mean, when I was a little kid, I mean, and plus keep in mind these consoles were with wires and shit, right? So like somebody walk in the room to give you a fucking sandwich, they tripping over cords and shit, right? So I mean that console got knocked off of shit before. I mean, and that's why the Super Nintendos like it's a little yellow, mellow yellow fella. But that's why like these Nintendos and shit like this. That's why they were built like the way they were, man. Like they were built tough because they know that shit might go down. I'm not answering that. But yeah, I had the first PlayStation 1 I had the RCA cables that you plugged in the yellow, white, red, you plug it into the back of the console, bro. Kind of like it was a fucking NES or something, right? And then you plug the other red, yellow, white in the back of your TV and whatnot. If you had a nice enough TV, right? Keep in mind, because a lot of these motherfuckers had the things that you screw into the back of the TVs. Remember that old ass shit, right? You had to screw. I mean, that's how I had my Sega because I mean, I had those two fork things that you had to screw the things into, so then you could use that cable to screw that into to then be able to play my Sega Genesis, my eventual OG Nintendo. I had a shitty ass old symphonic TV and it had no RCAs or anything like that. It just had just like, can you afford cable? Because that's all you finna get. If you want that RCA bullshit, you better get a VCR and get to moving. But anyways, happy 30th anniversary to PlayStation. I can do tangents all day. But anyways, Stalker 2, back to that. I mean, like you said, you wanted to go through the trilogy. I respect that. I'm not doing that shit. I respect that though. It's a lot of game. And remember, just because they updated the controls doesn't mean it completely feels super great. It does feel a lot better than it did when it didn't have any controls. Because my boy Matt Likes Games has the original one on Steam, and since we're in the Steam family or whatever the fuck you want to call it, since we're in the Steam thing, I can play some of his games, and I tried Stalker before they came out with the new version that went for sale on Xbox and PlayStation and yada yada, or whatever. I gave it a shot, mouse and keyboard, and I mean I'm a console gamer. I need a remote, right? I need a I need a controller. I've always been a console gamer, so yeah. It was rough. But now that they have some controller support in the old Stalkers, much better. I think you'll be fine. Anyways, moving on. Man, I got stuck on that tangent for a minute. Let me get through some more of the chat. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Stalker 2 and just kind of what I thought about it, and just kind of give you some of the negatives about it as well. Because, I could sit here on my soapbox and be like, oh, it's the second best game this year. It was phenomenal. I loved it. Oh my God. I can give you all these great reasons, but there's some things that you need to look out for in the game outside of performance that you need to just kind of think about. Okay. But like I said, let me catch up with the chat a little bit. Chat's kind of moving on me a little bit. I don't get me wrong. I like that. You guys keep talking. I appreciate this shit. But yeah, I'm gonna keep moving on. Anyways, Poison Maniac said, "Nah, I can see for an award stuff if it ain't up to the standard." Okay, yeah, fair enough. The game was supposed to release 4 months before the war, so around 1,000 days ago. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, war, and then on top of that, COVID, right? So it was a lot going on. They had a lot. I already read that shit. Hassan Terrell, is it true that PS is getting free Gran Turismo Prologue? I don't know that one. Parku says, share it out. You know it's the right thing. The facts. Share this motherfucker out. Let people know that I'm live. Hop on Twitter. Hop on Blue Sky if that's your place now. Threads. I don't give a shit. Instagram, Facebook. Put it out there. It don't hurt. It doesn't cost any money either. But neither does it cost you any money to be here. So I appreciate that enough. Anyways, moving on. Ray Cheese says, my Soul Hacker 2 copy is stuck in the mail in Canada. How? How's it stuck? How do you know that it's stuck? Did they just text you and say, hey, your shit is stuck? Like, what is it stuck in? Like a truck? Stuck in transit? Like, stuck in the glove compartment? Like where? Like, how is it stuck? What's cracking? Matt likes games. Kicking it. Appreciate you showing up. You know what it is. Big Mad Mo says, are the reviews up for Indy? I'd assume so. I don't know, though. I mean, you're more than welcome to leave and find out and come back if you want. Or don't come back. I mean, do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. But I mean, I love it if you come back. But anyways, Big Mad Mo says, what is the deal with it? Are we getting some BS about it? There is a little bit of BS to be had about Indiana Jones that I'm just gonna throw out there real quick. But I'm just gonna come out and say it. I was gonna save it for later, but I'll just say it real quick, and then I'll come back. I'll circle back to it when we actually get on the topic. But like Indiana Jones early access, which is bullshit. Like I don't mind early access, but if you're gonna do it, have the game ready. Don't early access the person that spent the most money and then not give them the whole shebang. According to Tom Warren, let's settle down now. I don't want to get too hypey. I don't want to get too angry. I don't want to get too crazy. But I mean, let's wait to see if it's true. But if you get early access, I'm sure it is because they've already been reviewing it. So it sounds like it makes sense. But early access of Indiana Jones, I guess, doesn't have ray tracing. You have to wait until the 9th to get ray tracing. And I'm just like, how are you sending review copies for a game that's missing part of the review? To me, this is no different than when Sony was like, hey, we're going to hide these microtransactions. And then you turn on the game and boom, microtransactions. I mean, obviously ray tracing is a feature compared to microtransactions, which just wants to extort you. But I'm just saying, like, you don't get the full picture of what you're looking at until everybody else gets it. So what's the point of the review? Anyways, like I said, I'll get back to that a little bit later. Rachie says, I have Game Pass, but not cash for the deluxe early access. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't get the early access. I can wait on it. The early access has to be for something that like I've been like direly anticipating. I'm anticipating Indiana Jones, but not like I was anticipating Metaphor. And not like I was anticipating even Space Marine. And I didn't even get the early access for Space Marine. So that should tell you enough. I'm not into paying 10, 20, 30 more dollars for a couple extra days. Like, I don't care about that. That does nothing for me. I mean, I understand I could make a video, I can get some gameplay, I could show it off, I can be the first one there. But that adds up over time. Early access for this game, if there's early access 3-4 times a year, what am I spending an extra 150 fucking dollars? No. How about I get it when it's up when everybody else is able to get it or should be able to get it, especially if it's on Game Pass. My whole point, for the most part, is I got Game Pass to save money, not to spend just as much. So like I'm trying to save that money. That's the point for me. All right, Rachie also said, "Big Mad Mo tired of this happening, but each time devs hide reviews is bad news, just like Concord." Yeah. Um, Fark U says, "I have to agree. Hiding reviews is not a good sign. No, it's not. But I'm still looking forward to the game. I'm very much so looking forward to the game. I'm wondering how it's gonna perform though. Like, because I think they got a good idea or did a really awesome job with with the combat and stuff that they showed off, right? But if it's performing like I'm like if it's performing like Stalker, or it comes out as bad as Flight Sim, where it just like you can't even fucking play it like right at launch, which I don't think that's gonna happen because newsflash, in case you don't know, shout out to Matt Likes Games for giving me this information. So yell at him if he's wrong about it, but I'm pretty sure he hit it on the head. On the 8th of December is when Indiana Jones comes out, but there is a catch. It's the 8th at night. It's supposed to be out on the 9th, right? But I mean, it's so damn confusing. I mean, sometimes it's at 10 o'clock the next fucking day, the actual day of the launch. Sometimes it's at midnight. Other times it's at this time. I think it's supposed to be at like 7 o'clock Eastern, I think is when it drops. Matt can maybe tell us for sure in the chat, but I'm pretty sure it's like 7 o'clock Eastern is when the game drops for everybody. So I think it's like 6 o'clock for me because I'm in the Midwest. I'm in Central Time. So yeah. But oh yeah, absolutely, Rachie. I had that blast process. It is fire. In his face at 6. Yo, relax. You don't gotta word it like that. You don't gotta word it like that, player. You could have worded that completely different. Ham had this blast processing in his face at 6. That is not okay, Rachie. We gotta do better, bro. Like, come on, man. Off the screen. Poison Maniac says, share the stream. Make sure to share the stream chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love reading that type of stuff. I love it. Anyways, the Gina says some of these old games were great. Arnold Palmer golf in the Genesis, still the GOAT. Bro, I'm telling you, man, there are some phenomenal games still on there that I love, man. I mean, that's why I had to bring up like Road Rash, because that was like probably my favorite joint for the Genesis. Road Rash 2 in particular. And what goddamn, what is that? Goddamn, greatest heavyweight boxing. You know what game I hated? The game I absolutely hated? Lion King and Aladdin. Fuck them Disney games. All the Disney games. Fuck them. I hated those games. Not because of like the way the game looked or the things that you could do in the game. They were hard. Those games were hard at that age for me. Like Simba was a bitch to run around with. Aladdin was no punk. Like those child games were not for children. Like, it was wild. But Faded Blaze, shout out. What up? Says, did you check out the Sean Layden interview? No, I need to check that out. So I'm assuming in this video he's probably talking about the same thing that he's been talking about for like the last few years, right? He's probably saying gaming, making video games is too expensive. People need to spend like double A type of money instead of triple, damn near quadruple A type of money. It's unsustainable. I'm assuming that's what he said, right? And I'm not making fun of him because he's not wrong, right? I've always said that, or I haven't always said, but I've definitely said a few times prior. Whether you want to do the fucking research on all the goddamn videos I did, but like, I've thought for a long time, like, why do we need games to take 7 years to be made? And then when I see like the price of what you spend on something that you as a art director or game director may have some sort of confidence in, but it's already being done really well by somebody else, but you going ahead and spend a crazy amount of money on a game, put it out. I'm not just talking about Concord. Look at X fucking Defiant. Like, they're giving you a whole season, new maps and shit. And the game's closing in 8 months. Think about that. 8 months. No, not even 8 months. 7 months. 7 months. They just announced new stuff for the game, and they're ripping that shit up. They're ripping that shit apart. It's gone. By this time next year, it will be in the past. It will not exist. So I think that is that. I mean, yeah, they're spending way too much money on silly shit that's not proven. All trying to chase something like it's not original. And it's funny when it fails, to be honest, a little bit. When you're not original and you fail, it's kind of funny. I'm sorry, but it is kind of funny. Stop biting. Like this new Horizon game, Horizon looking game that's coming out. Now, you actually look at the gameplay of it, and it looks more like Power World, right? It looks like Power World with a lot more sophistication. But seeing that they're biting Power World and biting Horizon at the same time, I'm cheering for this game, but if it dies, it dies. And I don't feel bad for it because you weren't original. I don't give a fuck. You fucked up. It's not my problem. I'm the consumer. You're working for me. I don't care. Especially if you're biting, because the only thing you're doing is doing what's already available. So I don't have to even, I don't need you. You're just here. But anyways, FarQ, what is your favorite game from the Genesis, Ham? Mine is pinball game called Devil Crash, which is also known as Dragon Fury. I've never heard of that shit, bruh. Never heard of it. I'm looking at some of my games right now. Ah, man, I played so much Madden football. Like, I know it sounds silly as fuck, right? But I played a lot of that. Bill Walsh. I'm gonna have to tell you what I said earlier. Road Rash 2, bruh. It just is what it is. It's Road Rash 2. I mean, I played so much of that game. That's one of the first, if not the first game to make me go grab a notepad just so I can keep track of my saves, because you typed in passwords back then. You didn't have like a save. You had to use like passwords for most games, unless they had like a battery in the cartridge or something like that. Right? Nah. Yeah. I had to write that shit down. I don't know how long them codes were. They were like serial fucking numbers. But yeah, I'd have to say that Toe Jam and Earl was pretty dope. Taz on Mars or I don't know. Marvin the Martian is in it, and Tasmanian Delville is your character that you use. I forgot what the fucking game's called, but it was fantastic. It was fantastic. I like it a lot. Okay, so let's move on, or else it's gonna take me forever to get through this month. But let's see. Rachie says there was a game on the PS1 who made fun of you for using mono audio. What? Yeah, I don't know what game that was. There's a game on the PS1 who made fun of you for using mono audio. Yeah, I don't know. I was using mono audio. I must not have played that game. You know what? I'm not sure if I switched it to mono because I was one of those like pretentious ass little kids. Like, yeah, it says mono, but I'm gonna use stereo, even though one of the motherfucking plugs are out, so I'm missing the sound. Right? Not thinking. It's just that's what kids do. You think you getting quality or doing something right, but there's a reason. There's a lesser option. It's because sometimes you happen to be that lesser motherfucker. I was the lesser. I just didn't want to admit that I was the lesser back then. All right. Farq says, I have to agree, Hamstalker controls are a little janky with the original trilogy. Yes, they are very janky. But I'm gonna get back into that here in a minute. I'm literally, man, I can keep going and going. It don't matter. Canada mail service is on strike. Oh, that's why your package is stuck. Mail service is on strike. They marching in the streets. Oh shit, that's wild. Why? I wonder why they're on strike. I don't know. I'm not finna look it up because I'm not a Canadian. It's not my problem. But anyways, Fuzzy Tomato was cracking. Good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Fuzzy Tomato says you get the first DLC with it. Wouldn't get it otherwise. And they've been doing that a lot lately. Me and Matt Likes Games talked about this, about how Steam is changing their rules about making people be clear about what the fuck they mean by that. You getting a DLC if you get this early access, spend extra money. Steam is like, so what the fuck is in it? Give me a description or don't do it. And I think that's a good thing because I feel like businesses, especially Microsoft as of lately, I mean, Microsoft is my favorite company, right? But I'm gonna talk mad shit about them because they're my favorite, right? You talk the most shit about your favorite thing. You're supposed to, right? Not everybody does that, right? But you're supposed to. I talk the most shit about Microsoft because that's my favorite company and I want to see them do things right. And when I don't see them do things that I personally like, I'm a gripe, but I'm gonna move on after I gripe. I'm not gonna just sit there and gripe for years and years about the same shit, right? And even if it is somewhat kind of similar to the last year's gripe, it's because of some sort of new information or news that came out that still makes it linger. Kind of like the consistency of Xbox games coming out, right? Like that's something that somebody could talk about year after year because that's something that you have to look at in a long term. You can't look at that in the short term. Although Xbox is getting better, and obviously we've got much more games than we did early in the generation in the last couple years, right? So, okay, but what was I saying? So But yeah, Steam has to now let you know what's going to be in that DLC. Or Steam doesn't have to let you know. The motherfuckers making the game have to let you know. Right? So they got to let you know whether you are on that bullshit or not. Because too many people are trying to say, oh, we're coming out with a DLC. Here's, get the early access. And then you come to find out you don't know when the fuck the DLC is coming out. You don't know what's happening. What's even in the DLC? Am I even going to still want to play this game by then? Right? So, I mean, I bit the bullet and, I drank the sauce when it came to Starfield. I bought that $30, right? And I'm happy I did. I don't regret it. Just like any of you, if you bought the DLC thing for Indiana Jones in like in the reason to be ready for the DLC whenever it comes out, I'm not mad at you. Spend your money how you want, right? Like I said, I don't like to get all of the early access things, but I get it. There is some times where I'm just like, I'm gonna do it. I did it with NCAA. I did it with College Football 25 early access. That was me. I was there. That's what you. That's what you make money for, is to spend it how you want. But be careful, because some of these some of these companies don't care. They're just trying to make your. They just want your dollar. They don't really care if their actual game is good or if it comes out on time or whatever the fuck. Remember, you guys, hit that like button, share this thing out, subscribe if you're new. I appreciate those of you that come through here. I haven't made content like this like ever. I'm just kind of shooting from the hip right now. I have topics and whatnot, but y'all just keep talking about shit. And, I'm cool with it. I like talking to the chat. I like talking to people. I don't mind it. As long as you're open-minded, you don't mind having a disagreement and coming to terms. Not having a disagreement and running off like a bitch, but having a disagreement and coming to terms with the other person and just having, just knowing that the other person on the other side of the line is being respectful. I'll do my best to be respectful as long as you do your best to be respectful. If we have a disagreement, if we agree, we agree. Whatever. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying, Matt Likes Games came through on the screen. He got he got the time and date of the launch of Indiana Jones right there, December 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's the official launch, and that is when you're. We'll come back to that. Anyways, so Ray Chi says, sorry, English is my language. Blast processing is some sound. So basically, the sound was blasting towards your direction. All right, never mind, man. Never mind. Don't do that again. Next time I'm just gonna let you say what you said the first time and just keep it like that, because this is ridiculous. Now you calling me a dirty mind, but you know what the fuck you wrote. You crazy, Ray. You crazy, Ray. All right. He said English isn't my first language. I could see that. In that last post, I clearly seen that. I seen that. That's fine. Like I said, next time you write something the first time, I'm not going to ask you to repeat it or nothing, because I don't want to just read the stroke that I just got done reading. That was terrible. I love you, Rachel, but that was terrible. Like, I don't know what the fuck you were saying right there. But anyways, I had to move on. Poison Maniac says performance could be a factor, but it could be for the narrative story get out before the players are able to even play is plausible too, as Indy is a movie IP first. Yeah. I mean, I'm really thinking if there's anything, it's going to be on the performance side because I don't know. I look at machine games and I think just Bethesda. And when I think Bethesda, I think bugs. No disrespect to Bethesda. I like Bethesda. Obviously, Starfield was my game of the year last year. And but one of the reasons it was the game of the year to a lot of motherfuckers was because it had some of the least bugs a Bethesda games ever had. So I mean, if that's one of your hat tips to a good job, you didn't fuck up too much. Like that's kind of wild. You know, I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, so that's why I look at Indy and I'm like, there's a possibility there's going to be some performance issues here. A strong possibility, I guess. I don't know. I sorry, I was having a little ADD right there. I had to move my camera just a little bit. It was irritating me. But anyways, Poison Maniac then went to say mistake was calling a game a COD killer. Stop calling your games these killers of proven IPs. Doesn't do any good for your product, in my opinion. Absolutely. Poison Maniac. Talk about it. Say it with your chest. You are not lying. That is all facts. Stop doing that. What did Concord do? Watch out, Overwatch. They said, yeah, excuse me, bitch. They walked right by him. They didn't do nothing. Concord was an epic failure. And it's not even just that. Like, we just got done talking about Ubisoft in X Defiant. The COD killer. Dead. Immediately. Why would you call it a COD? Bro, you only have one game type pretty much. COD has zombies. COD has campaign. And COD has multiplayer with plenty of different modes in it. But you're the COD killer with just the third facet. Fuck out of here. I don't understand that logic. Why would you put yourself behind the buck immediately before anything even pops off? You lost. If I was making a game right now, if I was sitting here developing a game, pouring my heart into it, the last thing, if I was pouring my heart into a JRPG, right? It sounds crazy because I'm not Japanese. But if I was pouring my heart into a JRPG and right before I launched, I got certified, everything's ready to go. I say we're launching December 7th in 2 days. Tomorrow, my first post to all of my excited fans is that this game is going to be a Final Fantasy killer. Not only did I just amass a mass amount of people that hate the idea of me saying that, because guarantee you, when you say this is going to be a Call of Duty killer, people are like, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? So if I came out and said JRPGs, watch out, Final Fantasy, fuck out of here. I'm in. I'm coming. No pause. Resume. I'm coming. You don't think that would hurt? That'd kill me. That'd kill my cells a little bit. That might pump up cells for like a few days, right? Until they find out that Final Fantasy has so much more depth than what I could reach alone. And then now I'm just the person that said some dumb shit. Nah, son. Anyways, next, Dorian Gray says it costs so much to train all these activists who aren't devs to do the bare minimum. Strong. FarQ says, good choice. I loved Road Rash on my Mega Drive Dash Genesis. Absolutely. It was fire. Shining Force is my favorite game on the Genesis. Fair enough. That's a lot of people's favorite joint. Metal Gear Solid was the one who made fun of you to. Oh, okay. Metal Gear. Okay. Yeah. See, I wouldn't have known that. I wouldn't have known that because I didn't play it. I didn't care to even try Metal Gear until I was an adult. Assassin's Creed Valhalla sold amazing because it was the only AAA game out for the current gens. Yes, I remember that. I don't even like Assassin's Creed, and I got that game. I bought it because you're right. For that exact reason, it was all that was out, or one of the few that were out, and I was just like, bro, it made so like I was so just like all over the place at the beginning of this generation. I wasn't sure what I was doing, bro. I bought Assassin's Creed Valhalla for my PS5 for I don't know what reason. I don't know why. I wish I would have got it for Xbox because that's where I play all my games. That's where I'm in the part. But I mean, now we're on Discord. So I guess it doesn't really matter. I can be on Discord on PlayStation, but I'm not even that big of an Assassin's Creed fan. I don't know why I even got it on PlayStation. I don't know. Maybe at the time it ran better on there because I know Xbox when they first came out, they was rough on some of the games. Remember Control? Bruh, it was tragic. It was tragic. Anyways, I gotta stop. I'm reading way too much shit. now. Shout out to Ice Cold. He said, when does Indiana Jones go live? Okay, let me put that on the screen one more time. December 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Indiana Jones live for that ass. I don't know what time that is in Norway. And I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna pull out the time calculator or whatever the fuck in the middle of the show right now. No. But I don't know. If you guys are in the same time frame as Mozambique, I'd say 5 hours later. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. The 9th. Like, I don't know. All right. So, anyways, let's go on ahead and move on. Let's move on. Let me go on ahead and talk about the last little bits of Stalker that I wanted to mention. I just wanted to say that this game, to me, like I said, I gave it I gave it number 2 on my favorite game this year list. Right, it's my second. It's my runner-up for game of the year. Right, the game is just fun. It's massive. There's a lot to do. The things that suck, though, which I mean, I'm like, actually, let me go on ahead and tell you some of the pros before I start to rip this shit apart a little bit. The pros for Stalker 2, my second favorite game this year. The weather in the game is probably the best weather implementation in a video game that I can remember as of recent, if not ever. The weather implementation was so good. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull up this video real quick. Let me see. Share a video. I'm pretty sure. Did I do that on PC? I don't even remember now. Shit. I might have to just say, fuck it. God damn, I don't remember. Is this it? I think so. Oh shit. That's not what I wanted to do. All right. Let me get that over there. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, okay. I gotta add a layer. Media share. Add. Bam. There it is, right there. All right. Bam. Bam. Get. Ah, shit. All right, there we go. All right, sweet. Good enough. All right, so you see right here. Look at that shit. That shit looks fire. Like, you can't tell me that doesn't look good.
I got the cup in my.
Party chat. I'm gonna mute it back. I didn't know their voices were in there, but they are. Yeah. You hear Matt humming. He always be humming and shit, man.
You should do it.
Oh, you should. Yeah, that shit right there. I forgot about that. Yo, like, did you see that body right there? I'm gonna try to zoom this shit. Look at it. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom this joint. Let's make this bitch big. That's a huge bitch. Let's go. All right, let's see. I think it's gonna fall right there. Oh boy, I can't see the play button now. Here it is. All right.
You should do it.
Oh shit, that's wild. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty cool. Like, to me, that's pretty cool. I really like the weather implementation in this game, right? There's also like the storms, so like the emission storms that are really dope. The shooting in the game, so nice, so nice. It feels so responsive when you click, bro. I like to use the paddles on the back of like my controllers and shit, you know. And it just felt good, especially if you got like a silencer on it. It just feels right. It feels good. And plus, it's such a bullet conserving game. Even though you can get a crazy amount of ammunition and shit, it's crazy. But anyways, so like I said, I beat the game. The story in Stalker, I'm not gonna dive into the story and what it does or what the ending's like or any of that shit. But I am gonna say that there's 4 different endings to Stalker 2. There's 4. I did 2 of them. The other 2 I'd have to pretty much kind of like start all over to do. And I'm not doing that. That's not happening. So I mean it might in the future, but not for probably at least another like year or something like that. I want, or maybe not that long, like 6-7 months, like 5, 6, 7 months. I'll throw the game back on. As of for right now, I'm just kind of reloading in, just running around, just enjoying the shooting mechanic because it's really nice. I'm cleaning up, doing a few other like missions that I could do and whatnot. But like I said, I already beat the game twice. I just want to see what some of those side missions do, and maybe kind of just sneak around and see what I can all find. Maybe I'll find something that makes me finishing the game a third time, possibly even easier, but there's several side missions that I missed out on, like the arena thing, which I played the arena back in the original Stalker, so I knew what it was when it was prompted to me, and the arena's pretty dope because you get to fight other squads or whatnot. Sometimes you have a squad, sometimes you don't, and you're going versus a whole ass squad, and sometimes it's just one on one, and it's nuts. And there's a ranking system behind it as well, so you can rank up and be one of the best or the best stalker or whatnot. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, and I didn't say, but it's a single player game. So you're just going versus the NPCs. All right. So, anyways, so that part of the game's dope. The graphics are dope. The shooting is dope. The story is dope. The okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. I don't think so. I don't think I'm missing anything. So now I guess I'll go to the cons because I have a few. And keep in mind, you're going to hear me go in a little bit on this game in some aspects. I'm not going to just completely dump on it, okay? But I am going to keep it a buck. Although this is my second favorite game this year. I'm going to tell you what you need to know about this shit. Bro, Stalker 2 was so buggy. Bro, I get less bro. So buggy. There was times mid-mission where shit would happen that would ruin the next few hours of enjoying the game. Or maybe I shouldn't say the next few hours. There was things that made the game take a few hours when it shouldn't have. That's a better way for me to put it. That's what I actually meant to say. There is shit that happens with the bugs that if you don't wait until the game gets patched up enough, it's gonna make you lose your fucking mind. It made me lose mine a few times. So let me give you one example at least. All right? I'll put the game back on the screen while I'm talking about it. Might as well. What the fuck? Okay. So one of the times I was in the back half of a super long mission. Because some of these missions will take you from this spot to somewhere completely fucking different. And sometimes, anyways, you know what the fuck a long mission is. I don't need to describe it to you. Some of the missions were super long, and then when I'd get to like towards the end of it or something like that, some stupid shit would happen. In this particular instance that I'm gonna talk about, I was going verse like this army of motherfuckers. And at the beginning of the mission, the guy was like, I'm gonna send my boys there to help you out because it's gonna get bad. Like, that's what he told me. He was like, yo, this is gonna get ugly. But yeah, just a second. I gotta go open the door. Damn. Remember to pick that stuff up. Okay. Sorry, my daughter just got home. Anyways, I'm in here recording, Rain, so So please stay out of here. All right? Okay. Thank you. Anyways, so I was in the middle of a mission, and yeah, like I said, dude said that he's gonna send some soldiers there. I get to that point of the mission. Let me close my damn door. Everybody yelling in the house. All right. So once I get to that end part where it's just like the army that I have to go verse, all of a sudden, I see the people that are supposed to be there. I can see them because they're wearing a certain color suit, right? There's all the enemies out there. They're all like wearing this like weird shit. And then, there's there's a squad that's supposed to come help me. They're glitched. They're just glitched sitting there. So it's me versus like 30 people. It felt like at least 30 people. Like it might have been like 20, but it felt like 30. It was a lot of people. I know it took me about 2 hours to get through that spot because you got to remember, this is Stalker. This is not Max Payne. I'm not jumping out the corner, lighting up 10 people with like 2 clips. Like, you're not doing that in Stalker. It's especially in that specific spot, seeing that it was so far into the game that these motherfuckers were like juggernauts out there. Like, everybody was like a juggernaut. So it was terrible. So that was bad. Obviously, the performance wasn't that great. I feel like that kind of goes without saying. The performance was pretty bad in that in the sense of FPS, screen tearing happening quite a bit. It improved throughout me getting through the game because there were like, I want to say like at least 3 updates that happened since the game launched. And that's when I started playing, was the launch day. So I got the day 1 patch and I just went from there. Started on PC. It was terrible for me, at least. And then they did an update. But by that time they did the update, I was already on the console. And on the console, I was playing it at 60 and it was terrible there too. But it was but it was more stable than my PC was, even though my PC is way stronger than my console. But apparently they patched the PC one a little bit. It was still kind of rough. I even tried it out yesterday, and it was a lot better than it was primarily, which I would say, if you're wondering if it's good for your PC, play it for about hour and a half or 2 hours. You're gonna maybe think playing it for that long is a long time, but it's not compared to how long that game actually is. I put I want to say a little over 48 hours into it, about 50, 52, 55. I don't know, something like that. Right? So 2 hours ain't shit. So I recommend you go in there, put that down there, give it a shot, and that will tell you within that 2 hours. I mean, you might know a lot quicker. The reason I say 2 hours is because then by that time you should be in the city. When you're in the city, that's the real test. You can see this glitching that's kind of happening on the screen right now. So like right there, bam. Like, I'm supposed to be transferring to another zone. You could see that it's supposed to be moving, but it just stops. It does that several times in just that specific part right there. So it just doesn't look as good. Also, some of the last cutscenes that you see in the game and some of the early cutscenes seem horribly optimized. Like, me and my wife were watching the one of the last cutscenes of the game yesterday when I beat it. And I was like, babe, this looks beautiful and absolutely atrocious at the same time. And she was like, yeah, the graphics look nice, but that shit is stuttering. And I was like, yes, it is. It's like 15 FPS during a cutscene where I'm not even playing. So yeah, Stalker. Another thing that I have to bring up because I bitched about it so much, and then I'm gonna move on to some more happy things because I don't want to sit here and just bitch because it's not fun. Um, the jumping and stamina in that game, like I can't, I get the heavy and can't move or moving slowly. I get that. That's fine. But sometimes it's like, dude, some things are like a steep curve high, maybe 2 steps instead of 1 step high, right? Like knee high, ankle high type shit. And I have to wait for my stamina to recharge before I can step up it. And sometimes it is a dire, actually a lot of times it is a dire situation where I'm like, I need to jump up to this little piece right here. I just need just to get up and over it so I can run down this way or something like that. And it's like he can't do it. I'm like, dude, just roll over the motherfucker. Do something. Get up there. Like trip, fall. Yeah, I don't know how you end up there. Just get up there. And you just have to sit there getting shot. Do. And then like 3 seconds go by and you can 3 to 5 seconds go by depending on if your person's hungry or not. Then you can finally jump up that, or you can drink this fucking Monster Energy drink type shit and then jump. And I'm just like, some of that was ridiculous. So some of the movement in the game I didn't like. I definitely did not like the what's the mantling in the game. It irritates me when I see in a game that they do a mantle, like they'll grab something and jump over it. And then you try to do something that's, a little over waist high or something. And it's like he just hits it and slides down like a fucking fly or a bird that hit a window or something like that, right? I hate that shit. I'm like, dude, you're mad strong and doing crazy shit out here and carrying crazy loads of ammunition and shit like that. Like, I understand if you can't, climb something insane. And I'm not asking you to become, bro off of Assassin's Creed or anything like that. I'm just trying to say, like, can we mantle a little bit? So those are my gripes of the game. All in all, I had a blast. Would I play it again? Yeah. Like I said, I got 2 different endings. I didn't quit and delete right away. I played it and played it some more. I had a good time. I will say that those cutscenes that I was talking about that were really lagging, I did have the chance to try them out as well on PC to see if I had that same issue, and that did not arise. Now, I did notice that the frames did dip, and it wasn't like, 100 FPS or anything like it was running when I was playing it on my PC, but it was definitely smooth enough for me to be happy to sit back and watch it. Compared to it when I beat it on PlayStation, or not PlayStation, when I beat it on Xbox, I was just like, this is really cool. And I was freaking out because the ending I got was pretty much exactly what I wanted. But like watching that frame rate, it was rough. It was rough. All right, let's move on to I'm just now finally getting to some new stuff, right? I'm just now finally getting into some new stuff. What's this? Oh, word. Matt just sent me something. I want to share it with you guys. Hopefully you don't mind that, but I'm going to share it with you guys. Let me get this on the screen. All right, bam. There it is. Gene Park says, my favorite secret level episodes in order. 1, a New World. 2, Unreal Tournament. 3 is Pac-Man. Worst episodes, both PlayStation ones. The only genuinely bad ones. Damn. I don't know why you felt the need to send me that, Matt, but that was diabolical. All right, let me get to the shit that I wanted to talk about. Oh my goodness. That's funny. All right, shout out to anybody. Shout out to anybody that did this. Right here. So, like, I don't know if you can see it very well or not. Let me see if I can zoom in. It's probably gonna get blurry because it's just like a screenshot. Oh, it's not getting blurry. It's not doing anything. It's not doing shit. Okay, well, fuck it then. This is just like the highlights of the year of like your like for Xbox in particular, to like what you've done on the console or PC or mobile or whatever the fuck throughout the year. And I was just wondering, did anybody else do this? Because my numbers, I felt like I did really good with my numbers. And then I seen Matt Likes Games numbers, and I'm like, that doesn't even look real. Because his numbers were, and then he even looked at his numbers and he was like, I don't know if that's true. Yeah, I thought this shit, I do like these little report card things that they do at the end of the year, right? I ended up getting in like the number 1 percentile for achievement score. As a matter of fact, let me see. I know there's a better way for me to show this. Let me go to my actual profile, because I think I got a better picture of it on there. Y'all, you're looking at that garbage. I don't want you staring at something that's hard to see. So there we go. Yeah, this is what I posted on the Twitter. So there you go. I'll move myself over just a little bit because it don't matter. But you see my year in review, I got almost 2,000 hours of total time on my Xbox Series X, or not Series X, just on Xbox in general. I played 120 games on console for the most part. And look at this line right here. I'm not sure. Can y'all see that? No, you can't see my mouse right now. They're like under the 560, which is the furthest, or kind of in the center middle, to the left. It says 560 right here. Under it, it says console, then PC, mobile, and cloud. My cloud, I have or not cloud. My mobile, I have 0%. I didn't know there was a mobile Xbox way to like. I don't know. Cloud, I have a hard time reading that shit. I can't see. It's like 1% or something crazy. And PC, it looks like it was. Man, it's hard to fucking read this shit. God damn. But anyways, my console numbers were off the fucking chain. They were crazy. They're absolutely crazy. But my most games played, check this shit out. NBA 2K24. That is my go to bed game. Or it was my go to bed game. Now it's NBA 2K25. Or it was kind of. I haven't really played it like almost like a week now. God damn. 2K25 stinks. It does. That's why I haven't played it that much. But as for the rest of the game, Starfield was my second most played game. Pal World, Metaphor, Dragon Age, Fallout 4, College Football 25, First Descendant. Those are my top 8 games that I played. It was a good year in playing games. I played a lot of shit. It was a good time. But what I really want to move over to, because I didn't even have this for a topic, I just wanted to talk about it real quick. What I really wanted to talk about was this right here. I want to get this out of the way because we talked about it a little bit earlier. So let me get that back on the screen. Bam. So Tom Warren says Indiana Jones and the Great Circle early access period won't include full ray tracing on PC if you're paying for the $100 early access bundle. Then you'll have to wait until the day one patch on December 9th to get the full ray tracing. And he does that like yikes face, right? It's not good because it ain't. It's pretty shit. Going over here to his actual article, he just put down like won't have the full ray tracing, but in the actual article, I'll just read the first couple of paragraphs, and if it's a good article, I'll just keep going. He says if you pay the premium to play Indiana Jones and the Great Circle early on PC, the game won't initially include full ray tracing. The game's early access period for premium edition and collector's edition buyers launch at 7 p.m. Eastern today, but the full ray tracing won't be added until December 9th when the game launches for everyone else. Following the release of the update, shadows, reflections, and global illumination will all be accurately rendered in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle using full ray tracing, elevating images quality. NVIDIA says in a blog post, and DLSS ray reconstruction will be coming soon, according to an email media alert. The belated addition of the graphic options could sting for early access buyers, especially given that early access isn't cheap. For premium edition, for example, costs $99.99, a $30 increase over the game's standard $70 price. The game already has hefty PC specs, including that GPU hardware ray tracing is required even at minimum. Jim, I'm just going to say Kellen. I don't know if that's right. The CTO of Great Circle developer Machine Games gave us a reason for why that's the case. Okay, so yes, thank you. This is. I mean, he could have just skipped all the way to this part. But anyways, he says Indiana Jones and the Great Circle uses a technique called global illumination to light the environment and characters. Our engine motor used by Machine Games use hardware ray tracing to calculate this. While this isn't what players may typically think of as ray tracing, the compatible hardware is required to do this is in a performant, high fidelity way. All right, that was just a bunch of words. Good job. Yeah, so shit's fucked. to put it differently, shit's fucked. All right. Oh my goodness, the First Descendant is your number one game, and I've seen what you said. That's crazy. Matt Likes Game says I played way more Xbox. Said so, bud. Oh my god, whatever, bro. Whatever. That's crazy. Ray Chi says I have 19 hours in Halo 5, and I'm still not even halfway through the campaign. How? I mean, obviously you're not doing the campaign. Big Mad Mo says he has 2,500 hours play. You standing on business, Big Mad Mo. All right, let's go. He said for the year. Okay, yeah. 450 for the First Descendant. Yeah, I believe it because that's your number one. Matt, I guess I believe you. Whatever. Well, I believe your Starfield one for the 400. That's crazy, but I believe it. But for the 4,000, I don't know about those hours though total. That seems a little fraudulent. But anyways, Ray Chi says the first game where you can't play without ray tracing cards. That's crazy. Matt was saying that as well, I believe the other day. That's pretty shit. the CPU gets pretty heavy too as you continue down. And no, I think what Matt was saying was it's the first game to require like a 4090 for the high settings. I don't know if that's true though. I feel like there was other games that required 4090 for high settings. Or maybe it's just high settings and not ultra. I don't know. This is it though. You ain't getting ray tracing until the 9th. All right. What side am I on? This is just the Verge. All right. Tom Warren said this on Twitter earlier. All right. So that's where I got my my source from on this. Okay. All right. The last thing that I'm probably gonna do. Oh, man, I've been here for an hour and a half already. This has been a minute. All right. The last thing I'm gonna do. So you guys already know your boy Ham Solo is heading out to California. All right. I'm heading out to California. I'm going there for the Game Awards. Jeff Keighley's show, December 12th, right there. Right? That's where I'm going. Next Thursday is the Game Awards date. I'm excited for it. I'm not really caring to see Jeff. I'm in his nominations. Like, I don't really care too much about the awards. Like, I'm happy to see people win and be happy and in a good positive state. Like, I feel like the feeling in the room will be good because everybody will be in a good mood and happy. And I like to be in those type of situations. I think it's crazy if you don't. But I'm mostly there to see the people that I talk to but never met in person. So that's what I can't wait to do. I can't wait to meet some people, shake some hands, dap some folks up, say what's up to Lemon because he's gonna be out there. So it's gonna be a good time. Today there was some news, and you might have seen it just a moment ago when I was on the previous page. We got a performer in the building. Not only is he in the building, but I mean, Jeff Keighley had this corny ass post though. He said first he conquered Fortnite. Like anybody gives a fuck about that. Like, okay, sure, maybe he does. I don't know if Snoop even cares about that. I know he plays a lot of sports games, and so I was scratching my head when he was talking about Fortnite instead of the sports games, but whatever. He said, next up, Snoop Dogg performing live at the Game Awards, streaming live everywhere next Thursday the 12th. I'm excited for that joint now. I bought my tickets before I knew anything of this. Bought the hotel, everything. The day of the announcement that this event was happening. The day that Jeff said, yo, we're having our event this day, I went out and bought tickets to it. I've always wanted to say, oh, stop it. Everyone with this Imagine Dragons bullshit. Every time there's a singing performance, people say Imagine Dragons. My goodness. Matt Likes Game saying Snoop Dogg with his new song featuring Imagine Dragons. Let's go. Great. I agree, Ice Cold. Jeff can be kind of cringy, and sometimes it doesn't feel like he stands on business. Ray Cheese says, I hope we are getting ever wild news. I mean, that'd be nice. I'm wondering if Xbox is going to say something pretty dope because, Snoop Dogg, I felt like it was interesting that it was either today or yesterday. It might have been yesterday. Snoop Dogg posted his shit. So, let me go over to his page real quick. What the fuck is this? Snoop Dogg, fatherhood, Corey and Wayne story. What the fuck is this? I don't know. Whatever. All right, so right here, he posted this right here. This was yesterday. Okay, yeah, yesterday at like 10 p.m. pretty much Central, which would be like 8 p.m. for him. He said, "Time to flex. The dog, top number one in the world, and clocked 1,300 hours of Xbox this year. Xbox year in review. Real gamer." And of course, his trademark saying, "Yeah, dig?" So these are the games that he's playing. This bro is going nuts. Look at those numbers. Okay. Let me move my big ass head. Let me just make my shit smaller. I don't know why y'all need to see this. See, you don't need to see me that bad. Y'all all right. But anyways, yeah, you see this on the side. Right there. 1363. This man was on his way. He about to hit 14 by next week. Bro is cooking. And then he shared all this shit. He shared one to LeBron. I don't know why. I thought LeBron played PlayStation. Like, what are we doing? Why'd he share it to him? Matt, can you tell me you're from Cleveland? Tell me why the fuck you share it to LeBron James? Why you do that? LeBron got the PlayStation, right? The wild looking controller and shit. Oh man, talk about chips and stick. South of Midnight is, bro, that game looks hot. My partner Loke, mad excited for South of Midnight. Stop it, Matt. Quit. Cut the cap. Cut the cap. Ray Cheese says, Ray Cheese celebrates 17 months of membership. I want Jeff Keighley announcing Final Fantasy VII Part 1, 2, 3, Day 1 on Xbox. Oh, shit. All right, Ray. I see you. Hey, you celebrated the shit out of that membership, man. Thanks for being with us for almost a year and a half. We appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. You riding with your boy. I appreciate it. Your boys and female. Cozy's there too. Can't forget about the female. But anyways, yeah, he sent it to LeBron. Who the hell is this? Donovan Mitchell. What are you sending it in for? Why are you sending shit to Donovan? Like, what? Who is it? He's a nobody. Donovan Mitchell's a nobody. Why would you send this to him? He doesn't do nothing. He's barely in the league. And he don't even play football. He played basketball. Why did he tag Donovan Mitchell in this? What's the point of that? What's good about Donovan Mitchell is nothing. He might as well have tagged Matt. Why are he tagging all these Cleveland people? And Edwards, like what is happening right now? Why is he tagging all these basketball players? Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, a dog. Oh, look at all that. Look at that. Look at all that. You're right, Matt. Snoop knows ball because he tagged in Mr. Aura himself. Right? Let me get this off the screen so you can see. Mr. Aura himself. He tagged into this. You see, Jason Tatum, the C's. Oh yeah, I put something disrespectful out right there. I said he can't put down the game. He can't put down the game. Like I don't know if you know the reference, then you know it. If you don't, but whatever. Oh, whatever. Yeah, he is a real gamer on the court and off the court, bruh. He a gamer. But anyways, moving on. So this is what Snoop Dogg has been up to. A whole lot of Xbox as of lately, which is dope. But like I said, I'm really excited to see him at the Game Awards. I'm really excited to see him perform because I've never seen him perform before. He's came to my cities, the cities that I lived in and shit like that. But I've never um to be honest, I couldn't afford like when I was younger, like high school and shit like that. I couldn't afford to do that because that's when I was going to concerts mostly. I was in high school and early in college, and I didn't have money to go to everything, so I'd go to like what the homies all wanted, like what we all could agree that was dope to go to, right? So I think that's pretty dope. I'm excited to see Snoop there. I'm wondering if there's going to be any wild ass Xbox announcements, especially seeing that he just posted his yearly report card. I'm wondering if he's going to come there because you know they did the Rock and whatnot way back in the day, right? The Rock was outside and talking about Xbox. Now here Snoop Dogg is, and we all know that he plays a ton of Xbox, and we have an idea that Xbox might say something at this Game Awards. I do remember Sarah Bond saying later on in the year we may have a hardware announcement. So if there's a hardware announcement at this show with Snoop Dogg performing, that would be nuts. I mean, I couldn't have picked a better show to go to if that happens. But, that's to be determined. I don't know. But anyways, you guys, this is your boy Ham Solo, 05 Gaming. I got to get up out of here. My wife just got home. My daughter's been home for about an hour. And they're just hanging out waiting for me to come kick it with them. Sir X-Man asking if I'm watching Green Bay versus Detroit tonight. I didn't know those two were playing, but I ought to watch it because that's going to be a solid game. Green Bay ain't messing around, and Detroit is looking like the number one team in the league right now. Thank you so much for Poison. Thank you so much for saying something because I do want to go back and watch that video that I was talking about earlier. It's fucked up. Oh, right here.
Sleeping in the courtroom, they having to wake me up.
Back in the corner, looking like looking like you had a baby with Boo over here. You see this shit? I mean, look at that. Look at the hairline. I mean, my hairline ain't nothing like that. My hairline is like it's like the widest you ever. Old girl right here got a whole V. She got that Vegeta for real. I mean, you want to see? I'm gonna have to do a side by side. We're gonna have to do a side by side. Okay, so come on now, what the fuck? Oh, that's a video game, Vegeta. I don't like it. I'll get it on the screen here in a second. I know it's not there yet. I'm just trying to find a good photo of Vegeta, so I don't have to waste any time looking for it while everyone's here. She got that Vegeta hairline though, like for real. All right, so now I got it side by side. I just need to throw it on. So entire screen, bam. Look at that shit. Like, you know what I'm like, look at that shit. Look at that hairline. Oh my goodness. I need to turn off my HDR because it is bugging right now. There we go. So yeah. Look at that. Look at that shit. Old boy Vegeta right there. Look at that deep V. Old girl got the same shit, just running with it. That shit is wild looking. That's not even what I wanted to talk about. Let's get back to what I wanted to talk about. Let me get the fuck up out of here. I think that was funny. I just wanted to throw that out there. What was that video? Oh yeah, it was the Kendrick bullshit, right? So check this shit out real quick. I thought this was ridiculous too. This is stupid. Like, what the fuck are they doing? What are they doing? All right, all right. I had enough. Let's get to what I was talking about. So maybe it was in my replies, maybe. I don't know. We're gonna find this shit. Oh, right here. There it is. This silly shit right here. Listen, y'all listen to this shit right here. Please take a listen and you tell me if this is funny. Tell me if you think this is funny. I don't think any of this is funny. It sucks. It's actually mad creepy. And yo, I don't know if my video will get flagged for this or whatnot. I don't really give a damn because I'm having a good time. I'm kicking it with y'all. It is what it is. But I'm gonna play this. Y'all check this out. Y'all tell me if this is comedy. Because if this is comedy, I'm out. If this is comedy, I'm out. I'm out. Okay, here. Okay. I can fix that. I can fix that. I can fix that. So again, y'all tell me if y'all think this shit is funny. I don't. We're cooked if this is a new version of comedy. We're cooked.
Like, first of all, Kendrick people and the gang affiliate, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll fucking cut me up. They'll shoot me. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him, and there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, this is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing he could physically do to stop that besides put his legs in the air and choose a position. Maybe Mark, I let him choose a position.
Why are you pulling this picture up, Mark? Why are you doing this?
Put up.
This was the funniest part of the whole thing. Right here. This part, like, I like Andrew. I honestly like him. I think he's funny as hell. It's just sometimes you just have a bad take. And I think that's what this was to me. I was just like, this, like, as you see, I'm sitting here. That person on the far right of the couch, that's not Andrew, is losing it. He's happy. This is a great time. He is fully imagining and living what he is talking about in his mind. I don't want to do that. I ain't trying to think about that. That's nasty. Ugh. But seeing Taylor Swift, which I don't know how tall is Taylor Swift? Let me look it up real quick. It's definitely out there. Somebody knows. There's too many damn Swifties out here. Wow, I didn't even have to finish the sentence. Taylor Swift is 5'10". How tall is Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar is 5'5". That man is little. She's not over 6 foot. She's 5'10", so she's close. She's kind of tall. She ain't no shorty. She ain't no shorty. She's kind of tall. But Kendrick is mad short. No, Ham ain't no Swifty. Get the fuck up out of here, Poison. You're poisoning me with your thoughts right now. Anyways, let's go back to this. So I thought this was the funniest part, right? Taylor looked kind of fine in this. Can't even lie. She looked kind of fine right here. But yeah, Kendrick kind of looked like in this picture. I'm not even in front. In this picture, Kendrick looked like the girl that's a boyfriend. Or excuse me, I don't mean to call it a girl. Looks like a transitioned male turned in. I'm just saying. That gives me a lot of vibes that I've seen before. If you ever seen what's that show called? All American. If you ever seen that TV show called All American, it's on Netflix. It's a football show. Kendrick looks like Coop. If you know who Coop is, the character in All American, you will see exactly what the fuck I'm saying. Kendrick looked like Coop in this picture. Let me show you what Coop looked like, in case you don't know. All right. That's fantastic. I'm not even like trying to be a hater like that, but I mean, come on now. I mean, come on, look at this. You can't tell me I'm tripping. You can't tell me I'm tripping. I mean, come on. Am I tripping? I mean, just give it a moment. Am I lying? Kendrick kind of looked like Coop. Let me go back to that picture real quick. I'm actually going to duplicate this tab so I can go back and forth quickly. Oh shit, I lost that. Oh yeah, I forgot I was on this thing. All right, so let's do another side by side real quick. This is great. All right, I guess we can't really do this side. Or actually, no, I bet I can look up a picture of that. Let's see, Kendrick Lamar and Taylor Swift. Okay, there we go. Let me go on ahead and get this screen up so you guys can see it. All right, we're gonna do a side by side here. All right, that's not Jesus. Why is it so big on the? I mean, that's what she said. But anyways, y'all know what I'm saying. All right, so there we go. Let's get the full picture right there. Is there not a bigger picture? Anyways, that's fine. I guess you guys can kind of get the gist of it. Let me get this thing out of the fucking way. There you go. All right, so there's that, and then I wanted to have Coop on here, right? Well, okay, that's Vegeta. So I think Coop is this one. Nope, that's Kendrick. Coop on this one. Yep, there it is. You see what I'm saying though? Like, like Kendrick kind of looked like Coop. I'm bogus. Poison, you said I'm bogus for that. Come on, look at that. Hey, you want me to look at a different picture of Coop? Like, come on, man. Look at K Dot right there. I'm just fooling. Come on. You see what I'm saying though? Like, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying in this picture right here, Kendrick, a grown man, 5'5", he looked kind of like Coop. Look at that. I mean, come on now. Side by side. Just give it a second. I'll even full screen this joint. Like, look at it. Oh shit, what am I doing? That's not what I wanted. Yeah, there you go. That's it. There you go. Now you can see the whole thing. Better. Bam. I could see it. If I'm tripping, I'm sorry. But anyways, it's time for me to get up out of here. It is time for me to get up out of here, y'all. It's been a good time. God damn it. I don't know what happened to my fucking shit. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right, we good. All right, so thanks everybody for showing up, showing out. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Share this thing out. Hopefully, you know the people that came through and you know watched a little bit enjoyed it and whatnot. Oh yeah, you want me to finish? Oh my god, you want me to finish that crazy ass clip? That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, I already did my sign out. After this clip, we're just gonna listen to the rest of it, and I'm gonna say a couple other things and get the fuck out of here. So let's go ahead and do that. I gotta reshare it because there's no sound. All right, there it is.
Picture of him and Travis Kelce's girl. Look at that shit.
Oh my god, dude, that's unbelievable.
Yo, I'll be honest. I would go so far as to say I don't think he could stop most people on the planet from having sex with him. Like, the only reason he got security is to stop people from having sex with him whenever he wants. Now, don't get me wrong, there's people who could fuck me against my will. I was in an elevator once with this drag queen, and this motherfucker was like 6'5".
Oh, yeah.
And we're in the elevator, and we're going down. I'm like, yo, if he wanted to take it, I gotta cause a ruckus or something like that. Like, I gotta have my pants. I gotta do something. I know with Kendrick that he's talking a lot of shit, but if it came down to it, I could put him on my lap. I could feed him a bottle. I could put him on my lap. I could feed him a bottle and make love to him if I wanted to, and there's nothing he could do about it. I might not be hard. Dick might just slap soft against his butt. I could be romantic with him, and there's nothing he could do about it, to the point, like, I think I'm so charming, he would just fall into it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think he would just be so charmed. He would be like, damn, like, whap, 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 whap. Let me suck it up. You want to talk about another album called Damn. Be humble. Sit down. Reincarnated. Ask how penetrated. Listen, but in all seriousness, we love Kendrick Lamar, our woke king. And I think we're gonna do our best to abide by his. I don't know what his rules are about, like, me having sex with him if we're in a room together.
I don't think you'd want that.
We don't know.
That stunk. That was so. It was just. Like it wasn't even funny. It was just cringy. It's just weird to watch. This is awkward. Like there's a stand-up I heard him do when he was talking about Diddy, and that shit was funny. That shit was funny. But this, he's just talking about essaying a dude. I mean, he's lit like he just got done making fun of Diddy, and now he's talking like he Diddy. So it's confusing. But anyways, y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. That was wild. You probably never need to see that clip again. I know I don't ever need to see that clip again. But we shared that moment together, unfortunately. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the day. I will see y'all tomorrow for another episode of Bullsitting with me, Low Cozy Beluga, Matt Likes Games. We will be here doing the damn thing. I will talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace.